By the time John Scanlan made the drive to Williamsport for the first time from Sharon Hill, head coach Frank Girardi had already made the NCAA playoffs 5 times in the decade. Who wouldn't want to be a part of the vaunted Lycoming defense? John Scanlan was content with keeping it the place to be. A 4-year starter, he helped the Warriors reach the NCAA Division III title game as a freshman in 1997, and he won 3 MAC titles during his career. A 3-time All-MAC selection, John finished his career second in school history with 22 interceptions and 18 with 211 tackles. After graduating, John became a police officer in Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania, where he was awarded a Certificate of Merit for his heroic efforts in saving the life of a man who was confined to a wheelchair during a fire. Still active in athletics, he is a college football referee, and he has recently begun to coach his son's baseball, helping his son Connor's team to a Mid-Atlantic Regional Baseball Championship in 2014. He and his wife Lindsay have 3 sons, Connor, Braden, and Jax.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome current head football coach Mike Clark, defensive coordinator Steve Weiser, former head football coach Frank Girardi, and former assistants Rob Curry and Jerry Girardi. Welcome. John Scanlan.
Definitely say I'm not a D-back anymore. I would like to begin by thanking the Lycoming College Athletic Department for this amazing honor being inducted to the Hall of Fame. I truly am honored to be among some of the greats that have walked the campus as me. I want to take this opportunity to personally express my gratitude to Coach G, Coach Weiser, Coach Kerry, Coach Weber, who's not here, as well as Coach Clark. And all the rest of the coaches and staff that helped me in my career here at Lycoming. Without the guidance and knowledge of you men, I wouldn't be standing here today. Your coaching made me the player I was, but more importantly, the man I am today. I have used what you men have taught me now as a coach of my own 3 sons and their teams in the athletic world. I would also like to thank my teammates, who probably played the biggest role in why I'm standing here today. We always had a saying, I have your back, you have mine. I have some of the best memories with you guys on and off the field, and we continue to stay in touch and reminisce about our old Lycoming football days. I would like to mention a few of them by name: Sean Graff, Jeff Tinney, Mark Seagraves, and Bill Soper. I love you guys, and I always will. I don't have time to mention all of my other teammates, but thank you as well for all your support. It seems like just the other day, we were these little freshmen on campus starting on this great football team on national TV in the Division III championship game. Some of you are in this hall, and the rest, I assure your time is coming. I'd like to thank a few members of my family who made the trip up here, who helped me celebrate today. I'd like to thank Chris McCutcheon and Tracy McCutcheon, my brother and sister-in-law, for coming here today. My mother-in-law, Connie Giles, for coming here. Also, my Uncle Kevin, who's also my godfather. Big surprise seeing you here today. I thank you very much. And his wife, my Aunt Bride. Thank you very much for coming. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents. Mom, Dad, I love you so much. Without you two, I'm not standing here today. Most of you know that Lycoming College is a Division III school, and it's not able to hand down athletic scholarships to the athletes. So somebody's got to pay for it. Yes, we're paying now, and still, but somebody had to pay that. Well, somebody had to pay for us to come to this prestigious school. Well, my parents made that happen by working 2 jobs each and making sure I was able to attend this school for 4 years. Thank you so much for all your hard work and love. I try to teach my kids that now, the work ethic that you guys instilled in me. Not only did you make sure I went to school for 4 years, but you had 3 daughters too. They all went to 3 prestigious schools, and you make sure that happened too. So they weren't deprived. I'm still the favorite, but Patty, Tammy, Megan, you had your own families and couldn't make it here today, but I know you're here with me. You guys were my favorite cheerleaders. I would also like to thank my grandparents, John and Dorothy, Ronald and Dorothy, as well as my many aunts and uncles for being my biggest supporters. Thank you for being at all my games and supporting me throughout my career. Lastly, to the greatest decision of my life. No, G, it wasn't being a quarterback. It wasn't switching over to be a defensive back. The 6 foot, 175-pound kid who they said, well, there's 1 junior and 6 freshmen, you'll have your chance to play. Well, that quickly, I think it was 3 days. 3 days, that didn't last real well. I went to the defensive side and started hitting people, and they said, that's where he belongs. This decision was to introduce myself to a young lady who went to Lycoming and grew up nowhere near the city of Philadelphia. And in my senior year, by Mark, I was leaving. I was out of here. I wasn't hanging around here for much longer. But this decision was to introduce myself to my future wife, Lindsay. Lindsay, I love you so much. I remember the day we met on campus, and that was about 15, 16 years ago. You're the best thing that ever happened to me, and without your love and support, I'm not here today as well. Most of all, you gave me the 3 greatest gifts of my life: Connor, Braden, and Jax. No award or honor can trump how much I love you 3, and I hope you guys accomplish so much more in your lives than I could ever accomplish. It started already as we were replacing all my college awards that were hanging in our basement. You know, they're all coming down now, but the one thing that will always remain strong in my basement is my autographed jersey by Coach G. That'll never come down. We look at it every day. So in conclusion, I just want to say thank you again for this great honor, and this school will always have a special place in my heart. Once a Lycoming Warrior, always a Warrior. Thank you very much.